I stuck out my hand and the man looked me straight in the eye and said, "I don't shake hands with janitors." That was the moment I knew Zenwa Capital was done. He didn't know who I was, of course. To him, I was just a guy pushing a mop, wearing a uniform with maintenance stitched on the chest. But the thing is, I'm Devon Carter, founder of Carter Equity Group, billionaire, investor, and the guy who was about to flip his whole world upside down. Let me back up a sec. 3 months before that handshake that never happened, I walked into Zenwell with a plan and a mop. They were chasing a $4 billion investment from our firm, but something about the numbers felt too neat. I wanted to know what they looked like when the suits weren't watching. So I took a job on the ground floor. Literally. You wouldn't believe what people say when they think you're invisible. I heard analysts whispering about fixing a Q3 numbers, HR brushing off harassment claims, execs talking trash about their own staff like it was sport. And Jordan was the man who wouldn't shake my hand. Newly minted CEO, known for ruthless turnarounds and laying people off before his coffee got cold. The day he arrived, it was all smiles and fake charm. A whole pack of executives rolled out the red carpet. His suit probably cost more than my car. And when he dropped his leather portfolio, I picked it up and handed it to him with a smile. "You dropped this, sir." I even offered my hand like a fool. He didn't even look me in the face. Just said that line, "I don't shake hands with janitors," like I was some kind of gem. And just like that, the decision was made. Now here's where it turns. See, what they didn't know was that I'd already authorized the $4 billion to be available. I was just waiting to see if the company was worth saving. Turns out, it wasn't. But maybe some of the people were. Like Clara, the receptionist who always said good morning, who took night classes after work to support her daughter. One day, she told me she was being reassigned to the mailroom because she refused to cover for a sleazy exec cheating on his wife. That hit different. I drafted an anonymous HR complaint for her. She got reinstated. The exec. He kept his head down after that. At night, I'd go home to my apartment, pull off the uniform, and start digging deeper spreadsheets, cash flow anomalies, offshore transfers. The numbers told a different story than their presentations. Zenwell wasn't on the edge of success, they were on the edge of collapse, propped up by smoke and mirrors. Then came the board meeting. I showed up in a tailored suit, not coveralls. You should have seen Vosa's face when I walked in. He actually stuttered. I handed him my business card. Devon Carter, CEO, Carter Equity Group. You could hear the room stop breathing. I laid it all out: fake projections, toxic culture, leadership rot. The board didn't argue. They already knew, deep down. They just didn't want to face it until someone forced their hand. Voss was escorted out that afternoon. Some clapped. Some just watched in silence. I'll never forget the look on his face, like the world had flipped upside down and no one told him. But that wasn't the end. Not even close. I didn't want Zenwell to just not be bad. I wanted it to be good. I made Clara head of culture. Gave the janitors full benefits and profit share. Overhauled the org from top to bottom. We rebuilt it with people who gave a damn. And the result? We didn't just survive, we grew. Months later, I walked back into that same lobby, in the same uniform, just to visit. Some new hotshot exec didn't hold the elevator door for a janitor. Sound familiar? I looked at him and said, "He held that door for you. The least you could do is say thanks." The guy turned red. He said, "Thank you." The janitor nodded and smiled. And right there I saw it. That shift. That tiny, human change that makes all the difference. So yet the man who wouldn't shake my hand taught me more than he'll ever know. Here's what I want to know from you: if someone disrespected you like that, would you walk away? Or would you turn it into a moment that changes everything? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What's worse, arrogance at the top, or silence from those who let it slide? And hey, if you believe respect shouldn't depend on your job title, share this story. Maybe someone out there needs to hear it.